Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session. You are watching coordination in life processes part 1. So children, this lesson is different. Till now we have studied different types of life process such as nutrition, respiration, transportation, even coordination. Okay, but they are in isolation. We have studied different separately, but here in this chapter how these life process coordinated each other, work together. Okay, so it's very interesting. Are you ready children? Let us proceed. So human body is a wonderful machine. It is a complicated structure than it appears. Okay, in your lower class itself you have studied that human body is a machine. A machine consists of different parts. All these parts coordinated each other to function properly. In the same manner, the human body is also made of different organs and organ systems which are work together. Did you ever imagine the complexity of our body? Yes, different life process in the living organisms like respiration, digestion, blood circulation, excretion, nervous system are inbuilt, which are present inside in our body at their specific places and carry out the specific functions in a coordinated manner. Okay? Respiratory system perform respiration, digestive system perform digestion, circulation, transport, excretion, okay, excretory system performs excretion, nervous system performs coordination. So all these functions are specific. We have studied each of the processes in detail nearly in isolation except the chapter coordination, control and coordination, isn't it? In this chapter we shall go a step further to experience the complexities involved and appreciate the wonderful integration in our life process. Let us recall the parts of digestive system, that is digestive canal or gut, gut means intestine, that are involved in the digestive process where the food is broken down at different stages. So write down the parts of the gut where the journey of the food starts from mouth to anus. Okay, the mouth is the opening part, the first part. Next to the mouth, oral cavity and opens into the pharynx. Pharynx opens into the food pipe, that is esophagus. Then the esophagus opens into stomach. From there the food enters into the duodenum, the first part of small intestine, then jejunum, then ileum. Okay, ileum is the terminal part of the small intestine. Then the small intestine opens into large intestine. The large intestine is divided into colon, rectum and finally anus, isn't it? So these are the parts of digestive system where the journey of the food occur. Which type of life process would be involved in breakdown of food in the stomach? Okay, the process of digestion, which involves the mechanical and the chemical changes which takes place in the stomach. Do you remember children? Let us recall. So if any of these processes fail to function, what effect would it have on our body? So definitely some digestive problems will arise if any of the process fail. That also we have studied in the end of the lesson, isn't it? So every process is dependent on other to keep the body in good condition. To understand this concept, we analyze how digestive system is coordinated with other systems. As an example, we shall study the digestive system from feeling hungry to utilization of the food, illustrating the interconnected processes going on in our body. Okay, so feeling hungry. So let us start with an activity, simple activity. How do we know that we need food? Let us observe the following table. Here the table is given. Identify and tick those options that you think makes you feel hungry. Smell of the food, taste of the food, sight of the food, being tired and exhausted, need of food, thought of food. Here the 6 options are given. Okay. First, smell of the food. The flavor of the food definitely generates some water in your mouth, isn't it? Then taste of the food, okay, when you start eating. So here the need of food, the sight of the food, definitely it is also will generate some, it motivate you. So being tired and exhausted, definitely it will generate a feeling to eat something or to drink something. Then thought of food, okay, these 3 is must and should, which shows that you are hungry. Okay. Then only the taste of the food, then thought of food and the need of food. Okay. So what stimulates hunger? What would be the result of stimulation of hunger? Okay, the stimulation of hunger. When you feel hunger, when you are tired, when you need energy, isn't it? Which system do you think would send the signals? Which system do you think would send the signals to make us realize that we are hungry? Okay, obviously nervous system. Well, a major cause for feeling hungry lies in physiology of blood circulation. Okay, physiology means the functional aspect of this transport system. The levels of different substances are generally maintained in the blood mainly by our digestive system. So in the end of the digestion, what is that process called? Assimilation. What are the steps? Let us recall the steps involved in the process of nutrition. First, ingestion, isn't it? Taking in of food. Then digestion, okay, then assimilation, then absorption, and finally egestion, isn't it? So the circulatory system plays very important role. One of the major substances like glucose, okay, when its level in the blood fall down, we get hunger pangs in the stomach. Okay, so some of us will say that some rats are running in the stomach, isn't it? So this again involves the production of series of proteins, some of which are hormones. What is that hormone which cause the hunger pangs? That is ghrelin. Ghrelin is the hormone which produces hunger pangs in the stomach. The secretion of this hormone ghrelin in the stomach when it goes empty. Okay. The ghrelin is secreted. So this hormone ghrelin is secreted from certain cells in the wall of stomach. Okay. So hunger contractions, that is hunger pangs, start to occur in the stomach due to hunger generating signals that reach the brain from the stomach due to the secretion of this hormone. It is believed that diencephalon, the part of the brain, forebrain, and a nerve, that is the 10th cranial nerve, vagus nerve, okay, plays an important role in carrying these signals to the brain. The hunger pangs continue up to 30 to 45 minutes, and increased ghrelin levels result in sensation of hunger and the motivation to consume food. Okay. So, what kinds of controls are exercised during the sensation of hunger? Are they hormonal or neural or both? Okay. So, hormonal ghrelin hormone, neuronal vagus nerve, that is the 10th cranial nerve, is also involved. So, both. So, can you suggest any 4 systems involved in the process of generating hunger sensation? Yes, the first one is the transport system. The second one is the hormones, the endocrine system. The third one is the nervous system. Okay. And the fourth one is the excretory system. Okay. So, when you feel your stomach is full and there is no need of food anymore, so another hormone, what is that hormone? Leptin. Okay, ghrelin generates the hunger pangs. The leptin is secreted. It will suppress the hunger. It will suppress the hunger. So, usually we take food at a particular time every day. We usually start feeling hungry at that time. Okay. You may have experienced this in your school during lunch hour, 12:31 between, isn't it? Okay. What is that hormone which suppresses the hunger? Leptin. What is the hormone which stimulates the hunger? Ghrelin. Okay. So, we find that different organ systems are involved in digestive process. Let us find more about how the organ systems are involved. Feeling hungry leads us to consume food. Sometimes you may have often experienced that stale food is out roughly rejected even before intake. The stale food, the damaged food, the spoiled food, rotting food, we will reject. So, what plays a major role in identifying the stale food? Okay. Even again our sensation, the sense of smell. Okay. So, if you are having a tasty dish, do you think smell of it increase your appetite? Definitely. Taste and smell are closely related there, isn't it? They consist of which receptors? The chemoreceptors, the chemicals, the receptors which are present in the tongue, the receptors which are present in the nose. The taste and smell are intimately entwined, means connected to each other. This close relationship is most apparent in how we perceive the flavor of the food, the good aroma of the food, odor of the food. Okay. So, anyone with a severe cough and cold cannot make out the difference in the taste of certain food items. So, actually what is really being affected is the flavor of the food or the combination of the taste and smell. That is because only the taste, not the food odor, are being detected. The taste itself is focused on distinguishing the chemicals that have a sweet, salty, sour, bitter or umami taste. Umami is the Japanese term. The name, the meaning is savory. Okay. So, you studied different sense organs, their structure and function in the previous class, isn't it? In 9th class, sense organs. Okay. So, the tongue is a particular sense organ which possesses the taste receptors on it. Okay. So, however, the interaction between the senses of taste and smell enhance our perceptions of the food we eat. So, the following activity, another activity will help us to observe how the taste affected by the sense of smell. Okay, let us see the activity 2, chewing, cumin, okay, fenugreek and the somf, It is called a somph. Okay, and next, potato and apple. So these are certain substances which we require. The first, close your nose with your fingers, pop in some jeera in your mouth and chew it for some time. So after that, chew some somph. How could you recognize the taste? Could you recognize the taste? How long has it taken to know the taste? So you have to do these activities to experience it personally. Okay? So after some time, wash your mouth and repeat the activity by chewing a piece of an apple followed by a potato. Remember to close your nose. So what are your observations? To conclude, if you want to taste the food materials, the food should dissolve in saliva. On the other hand, we can taste the food that is in the form of a liquid only, because the chemicals which are present in the food has to dissolve in the saliva. Then only the taste buds recognize the taste. Okay? So we know that the different types of taste buds, they are present on the tongue. You have also learnt about different types of papillae, taste buds on the tongue for different tastes in 9th class, isn't it? So villate papillae, foliate papillae, the fungiform papillae. So let us recall them. So only after the dissolved food enters into the cup-like taste buds, the sense of taste is carried to the brain for analysis. Then only we will know the taste of the food material, isn't it? That gustatory receptors, the taste receptors, okay, the sensory nerve, the gustatory nerve carries the information of the taste to the brain, and there it analyzes and we recognize the taste. Okay? So could you know the taste of both, or did it taste the same? Why? So when we smell the air, airborne substances get dissolved in the watery film, that is the mucous membrane of the nasal mucus. The chemoreceptors in the nose are otherwise called olfactory receptors, which triggers the signals in the form of nerve impulses to the brain where smell is detected. Similarly, as we take food in our mouth, the taste buds send the signals to the brain. The picking up the slight differences in smell, the food tastes are identified in our brain. So what happens when we put a food material in our mouth? So name the parts in the mouth that help us to taste food. Okay? So that is the taste receptors. So let's find out more about the role of these parts in the next video. Okay? Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel, press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.